Are we back?
Nope, not yet. Oh, yep, now you are. Sorry, everybody.
We'll have to wait. Oh, shit, this is still cooking. All right. Anybody there?
Not yet.
All right, well, you'll have to catch up. So I turned the heat off on this, so we had a little technical difficulty there. So hopefully everybody can reconnect. Text all your friends and tell them that the stream is back up. Do it right now. Do it. Well, it took 10 episodes for us to, hit the back button.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I hit. I hit in stream?
I don't know. Something happened.
Sorry, everybody.
But here we are.
Just.
All right.
And we're at a really critical point, huh?
Yes. So I'm going to add, it's just going to be a little thicker than we would want. So let's measure this out so we're not going crazy here. Is it 2 cups? Oh. It's almost like we planned it. Folks.
Wow.
2 cups on the dot. It's math because I used 4 cups before, 2 cups before, and that's a quart or a half gallon. So we're going to stream it in here. That's fine. This is going to start to come together. It's definitely nice and toasty smelling, so it's going to be a little thicker than we would normally see it, which is fine. We're going to put a bunch of cheese in it. What do we care, right? So I'm just going to let it, oh yeah, there it comes. Coming together. Emulsification. Melting up the flour. Let's get this so this handle doesn't burn.
I told you that handle's dangerous.
Yes, I'm aware. Okay, here we go. Like that. Get out of the corners. I want to use this cheesy thing. Because apparently the wind doesn't get into the corners of a round dish. So, okay. Did everybody make it back?
No.
Uh-oh. I didn't get any text saying that are you dead? So, help our non-tech savvy friends here. Okay. This thing is I'm gonna let this come back up. Remember, we gotta let this get to a boil so that it activates the starches inside the flour, which is gonna start to thicken. And then once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna turn the heat down, and then I'm gonna add the cheeses and the salt, pepper, and the mustard. And then once all of that's done, I'm going to add the shells. And the shell, it's gonna fill this whole thing up, which is fine because this is, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. So let's get some. We're gonna do. I'm only gonna do for the mustard. I'm only gonna do for this amount, a 1/4 teaspoon. It's a less amount of food, so I don't want to overpower it. And you'll also notice that what we're gonna use here is we're gonna use the what do we call this?
Garlic?
No, the cheese besides the cheddar. I forgot now.
Munster.
There we go. Like Herman Munster.
You have garlic in your hand.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So, it's like we could play the Jeopardy thing.
Nope.
I don't want to get sued by Alex Trebek.
How many notes do you have to do?
I don't know. I've heard people do less than that, maybe more than that. It's probably a crapshoot. Who knows? Did I lose internet again? Maybe that's what happened. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, yes, I would love to say that we lost internet. That's what happened.
Again, we're bringing this milk up. Do a stirring. You don't want to scald the milk, so do it on a medium high. Again, you do want to bring this up, stirring, dissolving the flour, and then once it starts to thicken, we're looking for, you see it's already kind of getting there, right? It's coating the wooden spoon. But we're looking for the same thing we were looking for before, where it really is thick and coats the bottom, and then we can sort of move it around and have that Moses effect of splitting the Red Seas where you can see it and then it comes back. So It is thickening. We're not quite there yet. 6 minutes left on this. It is not. We want to see what we want to see here. By about in 6 minutes, we'll check it again. It is just starting to bubble, which is good. So means that we're gonna probably get done with this 6 minutes and add another 5. See what it looks like. We want it to crisp up on the top a little bit. The macaroni is gonna take on some brown color. We could even take the lid off, and it will. The heat, the convection heat, will help keep it up. So, oh yeah, this I can. Whiskers. Give me some feedback here. Still not boiling yet. I'm sorry if you're just tuning in and you're like, what is happening? Well, here, we lost strain, and then
Luckily, we have somebody who's gonna, I hope, can splice these two together and make one episode. Yeah.
maybe he's on vacation at the moment. I'm just gonna put them both up, and then I might be able to do it. I might even be able to do it myself. We'll see what happens too. Here we go.
The treats lasted all of 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
Now we know.
it is starting to thicken. That's good. It's a lot. As soon as this boils, though, which I turned up the heat a little bit, and it's getting to the point where it's going to boil, I'm going to add the cheese.
I can see it sticking to your.
It is. It is definitely sticking to the spoon. What else? What have you guys been up to? Anything exciting? Who's going back to work part time? Anybody from anything new going on, or have you stopped going to work again? It's all craziness going on. So we're doing that. Yeah, it's boiling.
What are you doing, Doug? You're working from home.
As needed. I'm working from home as needed, and then I go in as needed. I'm trying to stay out of the office. I don't know. It's a. Ooh, yeah, you hear that? Oh, we're getting and it's doing the Moses effect. So you've seen it. We don't need to do that. I'm gonna let it come to a little bit more, and then I'm gonna add the cheese, and then I'm just gonna use the whisk after that because I want to move the cheese around, and I want it to start getting all crazy. And then actually, you know what I'm gonna do before that? Let's add the seasoning to this. And then that way the heat will activate that stuff.
How much is that?
1/4 teaspoon. I have this stuff out. You can add granulated garlic. You can add granulated onion. Garlic powder, onion powder. You can add a little cayenne to it if you want a little kick it up with the spice. And then the thing that's nice about this too is this is like I would throw broccoli or cauliflower would be really good to throw in there. It's sort of put some veg in it. Maybe you can hide it from the kids. All right, so I'm going to take this down. And we do have, oh yeah, that's might be a little too hot, but that's okay. We are we're playing with fire here, folks. And then so now I turn it down to like low, and it's really thickened down. Again, that's what that boiling does. It activates the starches. So that's gonna. Oh yeah, take care. Just want to keep that. I dropped it. So here, see how it's thickened?
Oh yeah.
It's real good. It smells really good too.
What does it smell like? Toasted butter? What?
I mean, it smells like the salt, pepper, and the mustard that I just threw in there too. All right, so now we just add the cheese, right? So.
What do you got there?
I don't know how much this is. It's a lot of sharp cheddar.
We think it's like a cup and a half.
I'm gonna say about
two.
2 cups.
Oh, 2 cups.
I want a lot. You want this? This is gonna be one of those ones that's gonna be real cheese.
I always underestimate cheese.
Yeah. We love cheese, but we always underestimate that. And then we're gonna add the Munster. And ideally, you can leave these. You could either. Can you get Munster in a block? It seems like it's too soft to do it that way. So I usually just get it in in the slices.
You get it in the deli, yeah.
And
I
then,
think in the deli section.
yeah.
They'll
Alright, so
probably sell you a block, but then you have to deal with it.
So now I've turned a bechamel sauce into a Mornay sauce. How did I do that? I added cheese.
So now it's a Mornay.
Yeah.
Spell it.
Mornay.
Oh. Full disclosure, there's a little bit of provolone in there because I had it left over and I mixed it in with the Munster.
Oh, well, there you go. So, 3 cheeses instead of 2. Secret weapons, everybody. All right, so see.
Whoa!
This is what you want to see.
That is awesome.
Now,
Look at that. That looks amazing.
all right?
I'm so excited for
Yeah,
that.
that's a lot of cheese. Ooh.
Ooh!
I don't know about you guys, but it might be coming together all at once. I might be getting the hang of this. All right, this is on low. I'm just going to let that
I'm trying
sit.
to follow you. Don't backtrack.
All right, let's take a look at this really quick.
You need another.
I think this needs probably another 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
We'll do. I'm gonna bump the heat to 400 and do it for another 5 minutes. Just because we're gonna push it. In that time,
Man, look at that fancy camera work I just did.
we're gonna add the shells. Now, I did not get rid of the pasta water. There's good stuff in there. And this is very, very thick. And so I'm going to add the shells in there, and then I'm going to take a little, probably to thin it, to get it to that really good consistency. I'm going to add a little of the pasta water to it.
Pasta water is your friend, yeah?
It's real good.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move us over here so we can see what you're doing better, but you're like really in the way.
We're limited to what we got. So
You're doing great.
I'm going to start with that. We have some at the bottom, but I'm going to stir this up and then let it get. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to need.
Look at that.
Definitely going to need a little bit of that pasta. And that's because, again, we let the bechamel go a little long, and it got thicker than I would like it to. But this is, you're going to blow your kids' minds with this. I can tell you that. If you've ever made Velveeta shells and cheese, and they're like, oh my God, this is so much better than the blue box. I mean,
Stop talking the blue box. I like the blue box.
I'm not saying the blue box is bad. I'm saying if you're eating shells and cheese, usually you're like, this is better than the blue box. So, you're either a blue box house or you're like a shells and cheese house. I think that's like an assessment that we can probably get behind. I only ate blue box. I only went to Ted's house and had shells and cheese, or shells and cheese, and you're just like blown away at the whole thing. I'm just gonna use this. We got it. Start with a little. Mix it. I got this on like low heat. Mixing it together. Ooh. I got it. You probably want to use a little bigger pot next time. But I also think I used too much shells for this one. This is 2 cups or 2.5 cups.
Dry?
Yeah. You could probably so it's like 5.5 cups like wet. It seems like a lot. We're gonna add a little bit more. It is getting to the consistency I want though. So I'm probably gonna add a good splash. You're also gonna get some of the salt. So I'm not gonna salt this actually either, because the water's been salted, so you're gonna get some of that saltiness into the sauce. I only added a little bit of salt before, teeny little pinch. You gotta give it a chance to come together too, right? Anything that we talked about before, everything is, these things come together and then they need to sit, or usually you're kind of working on your side dishes, your main dish is going on, but then you start making on your side dishes, and they're gonna take it, because then you're either gonna go grill, or you're gonna put something in the oven, or what you got going on there. And then these are going to be able, you put it out low, sitting there, nice on the oven, and starting to get bubbly, maybe a little burnt on the bottom or a little brown, and it's going. It's really good. I think this is pretty good in consistency of where I would want it. You can see that it loosened up by adding the pasta water.
So pick your spoon up like you were before. Is it still all crazy?
It's
Oh, there you go.
that's crazy.
Okay.
It's more saucy than cheesy. And that's sort of what you're looking for. You want this to be a nice sauce. You could probably even take this and put the rest of that pasta water in here. It would mix
The
it with
rest? Oh.
There's only not in the pot.
I was like, what?
It seems like a lot, but it's really gonna come together. And it's gonna keep thickening with the heat and everything, the starches. So you're gonna get a cream, it's gonna become real creamy and like you want the cheese pull.
Oh, honey, hold on. Where are you? Okay, there you go.
You want the cheese pull, but you don't want it so it's like one sheet, which is what we had there.
I don't know. That was like pretty amazing.
Yeah. If we were making those rubbery or not rubbery, but
Those
stretchy
potatoes.
Potatoes, maybe that's how you get there. I tried to make those once before and I couldn't. Oh, see that was the trick.
Ooh.
Those are super creamy right now.
What's happening over here?
Well, we're gonna look at the oven. Yep, this is gonna have 5 more minutes. Sorry, everybody, but we're just playing it. We're not playing it by ear. We're just making sure that the recipe says 20 to 30 minutes. 20 minutes to check, and then 30 minutes is. We're not gonna take it past 30 minutes. Besides, you like seeing my face, so we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna taste this, and then.
I was like, oh, well, we're only at 60 minutes now. I don't know where we were in the first video.
Well, it's 7:49. We started at 7, so I talked for a while, and then
Corvin would like to know what cheese is best to obtain optimal creaminess.
I think it all depends. If you just throw a cheddar or something like that in there, that's good.
But the
Need some-
Munster really, that's a creamy cheese that helps.
Fontina,
Brie.
Gruyere. I don't know if I'd use a super sauce cheese like Gruyere because I don't think that, from what I was reading, it doesn't, the consistency when you melt it like that, it sort of spreads and it doesn't get
It does,
stringy.
the oil comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the sauce itself is not just the cheese, right? It's the cream and it's all of, all of this. So you can see now, you look at that. Oh,
I'd really be fired.
it is.
Ooh.
Oh,
Move that milk jug. We can't really see what's
I'm
happening.
sorry, get it up here. But look,
Wait. The light's gotta adjust. Okay.
that's the sauciness we're looking for, right? Before we had a lot of cheese, but really it wasn't really an emulsified sauce. So now we've done that. Here's what I think.
Oh wait, Denise provided you with spoons for
I saw
tasting.
that. Have a little tasting this myself. That's really good. It needs actually, you're not gonna believe this. It needs salt and pepper.
Salt.
Actually, let's put some pepper. Mix it in there. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. But I like it on like this. I like some black pepper to sort of give it. This would be the point where I'd also put some cayenne in here. Maybe a couple of pinches. You don't need that
You could put it in that one. We just won't give that one to Mom.
I'll make a little. I can make a little, and we can do it afterwards. But you're gonna like this.
Oh my God! Did you guys see that? Just drip down the side. Amazing.
You're gonna like this. So you taste that. You tell me what you think.
Is that hot?
It's warm. It's not super hot.
Oh.
Mm.
You can spit it out.
Man. Oh yeah. Here's the best part about this. So you could have just put sharp cheddar cheese in here, and you would have got more cheddar than you would have. It would have been what you wanted. But I think the addition of the Munster adds like That's a second. It's like a layer. Yeah. I thought there's a layer of like flavor that's like off-putting. Plus, I really love not off-putting, but it's offsetting to the
I'm
kind of
like,
sharpness.
off-putting, no.
That's not what I meant. So yeah, that's tabletop, and that's a lot. That's like that's 8 servings. So make it or 2 servings if you're me. So don't forget to turn your oven off when you do that. It also weighs 60 pounds. That thing is super heavy. Oh yeah, okay. 2 minutes to go on that.
Hold up.
We basically made that stovetop. With boiling the noodles, what you're going to do while you're boiling the noodles, make your bechamel sauce, grate the cheese, and in 10 minutes while you're doing that, you've got your sauce come together. Add the noodles to it. Add the cheese and the noodles and mix it all up. What do you got? 20 minutes? 20 minutes. It's going to take you 15 minutes to make blue box and to do that. And I think that you could have some pride there. Take that to a blue ribbon fair and put it on this dais, and you're gonna win a blue ribbon. You're not gonna go home with no green ribbon or a yellow ribbon. You're gonna take home the blue. 17 seconds, everybody. So I want mac and cheese can be done multiple ways. Nothing's better. If you really don't want to put any effort into cooking, you take a blue box out, you cook it up, add a little Polish sausage to it. Oh my goodness, it's so good. But you could really amp your game up and do this. So, oh my goodness, quiet you. This is what you're looking for. It's bubbly. It's got a little bit.
Okay, hold up. I know how to do this. We zoom like this.
I cannot. Oh, that camera is so weird to me because it's like you're pointing over here and you're pointing.
I'm
here.
right at it.
I know. You can see that it heated up real good. I'm going to move this over here so I'm not throwing my hands holding it.
See, Ryan agrees with me because you kept talking about protein. Cheese is a protein.
Yeah, I don't really, whatever. I didn't dispute it. I just think I would want like a meat protein. You don't have to do it. It's not vegan, but it's vegetarian. You can substitute things out. So again, here's what you got going here. It's casserole. I would honestly, before I eat this, and I'm not going to eat this right now because we need to let it sit. You probably want to let this sit for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's molten lava right now. And I really don't want to put molten lava cheese in my mouth. So you're just going to have to I've had this before. You're just going to have to take my word for it. This is delicious.
You could spin it up. We have a question. You didn't add breadcrumbs or anything to crunchy up the top.
No. You could if you wanted
I personally do not like that. So we don't do that. But you could. Also, we talked about all the additives, right? You could add veggies. You could add bacon. You could add chicken. You could add...
I would add this, like, for a casserole like this, which is basically, I would throw a bunch of veg in here. Saute up some onions and a little garlic. Put, maybe steam up the broccoli before you put it in here so it's cooked. 30 minutes after it's going to be really, really good coming together. And then if you want to add, a meat protein, like Amy said, throw in some bacon is a good one. If you take diced pancetta, it's so good. You could do that. Chicken, always a good one. Like if you go to Costco and get theirs, they've got that chicken in there. So,
but we also what was the other thing we talked about? Oh shit! Now it left my mind.
So here's the thing about this too. Look at it. That is really good stretch. This is also really creamy. I mean, you're getting a different texture. You're also doing a bunch of different cheeses. And so here's not to burning the roof of my mouth, everyone.
It's amazing.
It's delicious. It's really good. It's different. It's a different flavor. You're like, it's noodles and butter and cheese. How is it different? Well, we didn't add any flour. So you got that in there. And then this is just cheese. It's delicious. That's really all I can say. So we did it. We had a little technical difficulty in the middle there, but we recovered.
We got everybody back.
Fantastic. Way to find your way back, everybody. And then
Ooh, scallops. Could you add scallops to this? What? Are you crazy?
why not?
Shrimp. Oh, and you're not supposed to eat
They
seafood
say.
and cheese together. It could give you gastric distress.
It could, but I eat cheese all the time.
But then we make lobster mac and cheese. I mean, it's delicious. So.
There you go.
I'm looking at you, but the camera wasn't.
It's
Sorry.
fine. I was just having a little drink there. It wasn't very fancy. So, what are we doing? Even with a little break, let's call it 40 minutes, 45 minutes to get, and then another few minutes to get back up and running. I made two macaroni and cheeses. So as the title says, I didn't lie to you. 2 ways to please with mac and cheese. I can't thank all of you enough for your continued support. The best thing you can do for us is like this video, like the first half of this video as well. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Go out, share the link to our site through YouTube. Share it to your friends. I don't know. Get a skywriting, put it up there. That's all super helpful. We're gonna try and figure out a way to have you guys be able to buy the t-shirts and the hats and the face masks once we get that going.
So are the recipes.
Yeah, and then we will. Yeah, we got the recipes. We've modified them, so we'll need to make some adjustments to what we have. But
we should know you cannot taste mustard in either one of these.
I'm telling you, the mustard adds just cheesiness. It really adds like a depth of flavor that you're not going to get. Could you do it without? Yeah, both recipes didn't call for it. Well, actually,
but we know.
But yeah, we know from. Actually, I think the casserole did, but even add it to the tabletop. That's it. We did it. We made it through 10 episodes, everybody. With your help, let's call it's 10. 2 parts. It's a clip. We could
10 and 10 and a half.
We could have done the cliffhanger there, and you could have been like, "What's going to happen with the mac and cheese?" But here we are. Once again, I just want to say thank you for Amy, Denise, myself, Jack, Piper, the 4 cats. Remember, be kind to each other, be loyal, and go out and do something nice for other people. And that's side dish this week. Next week, we're gonna figure out something else. I mean, there might be a room. Maybe we'll do potatoes au gratin. I don't know.
Are we still doing steakhouse side dishes?
We probably
one more, yeah.
Yeah, I think
At least
so.
one more.
I think we'll do probably potatoes au gratin. But
yeah.
All right, everybody. Remember, I love you very much, and we'll talk to you as soon as we humanly possible can. That's next Saturday, 7 p.m. live. If you want to see additional videos and things like that, we're thinking about maybe putting out midweek stuff. So look forward to that as we get moving on. All right.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.